Good morning, students. I am Nishu Arora, your science teacher. Today I am going to teach you chapter 6 Combustion and Flame, class 8th. In this chapter, you will learn about combustion, conditions necessary for combustion, how we can control fire, types of combustion, and structure of candle flame. Now, what is combustion? Combustion is a chemical process in which a substance burns and reacts with oxygen to give heat and light. You all know fire is one of the most important discoveries of early man. We use fire for cooking, heating, and keeping us warm. But fire can be dangerous also as it produces lots of heat. So, burning of magnesium ribbon is an example of combustion. When we burn a candle, that is also a combustion. Or we burn anything like paper also, that is also a combustion. Now the things necessary for burning anything. You must have seen that paper or any other substance does not burn on its own. You need to bring some matchstick. So that matchstick is heat. And when you are burning a paper or anything, paper is a fuel. And you cannot burn anything without oxygen. So these are the three things which are called as fire triangle, or we can say conditions necessary for combustion. Now the different types of combustion is, first one is rapid combustion. Rapid means when you burn, like when you burn a matchstick and bring it near the gas stove. Now the gas stove, it burns very quickly. So that is rapid combustion. A rapid combustion in which a fuel burns very quickly. Suppose we are burning wood, that requires lots of time. Now the second is spontaneous combustion. Sometimes you have seen that suddenly a substance catch fire and burst into flame without any external source of ignition, without external source of heat. Such a combustion is spontaneous combustion. For example, white phosphorus. It gets ignited spontaneously during summer when the temperature of the surrounding rises to 35 degrees Celsius. So therefore, white phosphorus has to be stored in water. One more example, like fire in coal mines and the forest, that is caused due to sun heat, is also an example of spontaneous combustion. Now the third is explosion. Now sometimes you have seen along with heat and light, a large volume of gas is also produced, as well as sound is also produced. The sudden release of large volume of gas creates a huge pressure that produces large noise. This is explosion. For example, when we ignite a cracker, a quick reaction takes place with the formation of large amount of gas and evolution of heat and light. So the gas produces a heavy sound. So explosion means bursting anything. Now we have complete and incomplete combustion also. As you know, oxygen is required for burning anything. Now when the fuel burns in the sufficient supply of oxygen, then we say complete combustion is taking place and a blue flame appears like in our burner. Now when the oxygen is not enough, then incomplete combustion takes place. This type of combustion gives yellow flame and as well as It gives carbon monoxide gas, which is a pollutant and very harmful gas. Now we can control fire also. Like we can burn anything, so same way we can control the fire also. For controlling fire, we normally use water because water raises the ignition temperature. And normally we use carbon dioxide based fire extinguisher because carbon dioxide is not a supporter of burning. It is a heavy gas also. So it surrounds any burning substance and we can control fire. Other methods are using sand, blanket